Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation designed to make you question your own reality. It is often subtle at first, making you feel insecure, disoriented, and eventually doubting your own sense of self. This form of manipulation relies on distorting your perception of events and causing you to rely on the gaslighter's version of the truth. While gaslighting can be extremely damaging, Stoicism offers a set of practical tools that can help you navigate these manipulative experiences with resilience, clarity, and mental strength. Rooted in logic and the idea that our emotions should be controlled by reason, Stoicism provides a framework for recognizing gaslighting and remaining steadfast in the face of external manipulation. Let's explore how practicing Stoicism helps you build the internal resilience needed to overcome gaslighting. Focusing on what is within your control. The first and most important tool Stoicism provides is the concept of the dichotomy of control. This principle teaches us to recognize the difference between what is within our control and what is beyond it. In every situation, the Stoics urge us to focus only on what we can influence, our thoughts, actions, and responses, and to let go of concerns about things outside of our control, such as other people's behavior. In the context of gaslighting, this principle is crucial. Gaslighters manipulate others to exert control over their thoughts and emotions. But if you constantly remind yourself that you cannot control how others perceive or treat you, only how you respond, you empower yourself to maintain mental clarity. The gaslighter's attempts to distort reality lose their power when you no longer seek their approval or approval of their narrative. Epictetus put it best: some things are up to us and some things are not up to us. When facing gaslighting, remember, the way the manipulator behaves is beyond your control. However, how you interpret the manipulation and how you react is entirely within your control. Developing inner calm through rational thinking. At the core of Stoicism is rational thinking. The Stoics believe that our emotions are often the result of irrational thinking and judgments, and that our true strength comes from cultivating a clearer, logical mind. When you're being gaslit, your emotions can quickly spiral. Doubt, fear, confusion. The gaslighter may provoke intense emotional responses to weaken your ability to think clearly. Stoicism teaches that we should not be ruled by these emotional reactions. Instead, we should detach from our feelings momentarily, assess the situation from a rational perspective, and apply reason to interpret our experiences. This process helps reduce the emotional intensity of manipulation and restores our clarity. When experiencing gaslighting, the Stoic approach would involve stepping back to evaluate, what do I truly know? Am I reacting based on emotions or facts? The more you cultivate a Stoic mindset, the more you can examine reality without the distortion of emotional manipulation. Marcus Aurelius exemplifies this approach. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. To overcome gaslighting, we need to focus on how we think about the situation, not how we feel in the moment. Self-reflection and inner strength. One of the most powerful tools Stoicism provides is self-reflection. The Stoic practice of journaling, for example, encouraged individuals to constantly evaluate their thoughts, actions, and emotions. This reflection helps to cultivate self-awareness, which is critical in resisting gaslighting tactics. When you're being gaslit, your perception of reality becomes clouded. Self-reflection allows you to anchor yourself in the truth of who you are. In addition, it helps you regularly revisit your values and define your worldview, making it less likely for a manipulative individual to sway you off course. As you regularly check in with yourself through practices like journaling, ask yourself key questions. Are my beliefs rooted in reality, or am I being influenced by external distortions? Am I holding on to any emotions that are not serving me? With Stoic self-reflection, you reclaim your power and remain grounded in your own truth. This inner strength prevents gaslighters from gaining the upper hand in your mind. Seneca highlights the importance of self-reflection. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. Embrace self-reflection not just as a practice for personal growth, but also as a defense mechanism against gaslighting. Maintaining the perspective of impermanence. In Stoic philosophy, it's taught that all things, good or bad, are temporary. By understanding and internalizing the impermanence of all experiences, you can detach from the emotional weight of manipulative situations. This sense of impermanence allows you to view difficult moments as fleeting and not a permanent part of your reality. Gaslighters may create a sense of chaos that feels endless, making you question your own worth and sanity. But the Stoic mindset emphasizes that this too shall pass. Marcus Aurelius regularly reflected on the fleeting nature of life's challenges. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Understanding that the manipulation you're facing is temporary empowers you to endure with patience and fortitude. Gaslighting may feel overwhelming, but its power weakens when you remind yourself of its transience and focus on enduring with a clear mind. Practicing indifference to praise or criticism. Another fundamental Stoic principle is indifference to praise or blame. In the face of gaslighting, you may be tempted to constantly seek affirmation from others, especially when your reality feels distorted. The gaslighter often manipulates you into a vulnerable position, making you feel unworthy unless they validate you. However, Stoicism teaches that external validation, whether positive or negative, shouldn't determine your sense of self. Your worth and truth are not dependent on what others say or think. Practicing indifference to external validation means building your self-esteem from within, based on your alignment with virtue, not the distorted opinions of others. In the context of gaslighting, this is especially critical. When you no longer rely on the opinions of the gaslighter or anyone else, you become immune to their manipulations. You recognize that the real validation comes from living according to your principles and from internal peace. As Epictetus wrote, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This principle applies to emotional validation. You don't need external affirmation to feel fulfilled or valid. And by practicing indifference, you shield yourself from the emotional toll that gaslighting brings. Embracing virtue over approval. Stoicism defines virtue as the highest good. Virtue, in Stoic terms, is the practice of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This philosophy argues that we should live in alignment with these virtues, regardless of the actions of others or society's expectations. A key part of overcoming gaslighting is adopting this Stoic mindset, living for virtue and truth, not approval. Gaslighting often tries to manipulate your sense of right and wrong, making you question your moral compass. However, if your actions are driven by virtue, you'll have less vulnerability to manipulation. When you embody Stoic principles, your inner compass remains unwavering, giving you clarity and integrity even when gaslighting tactics seek to distort your reality. As the Stoic philosopher Zeno of Citium said, man is disturbed not by things, but by the view he takes of them. If you live virtuously, your perception is aligned with truth, making it harder for someone to distort your reality. Rising above manipulation with Stoic resilience. Stoicism provides profound tools to confront and rise above gaslighting. By focusing on what is within your control, reflecting on your own thoughts and actions, and embracing a virtuous, resilient mindset, you protect yourself from manipulation and maintain a strong sense of self. When gaslighting attacks your reality, Stoic philosophy teaches you not to panic or conform, but to center yourself in your personal values and inner truths. Whether through rational thinking, impermanence, or the practice of virtue, Stoicism guides you in recognizing that while external forces may seek to manipulate you, the power of your mind and principles is yours to control. By embracing Stoic resilience, you can transform every instance of gaslighting into an opportunity to reaffirm your character and grow stronger in your philosophy, ultimately living with unshakable inner peace and clarity. Now that you've seen how Stoic wisdom can help you overcome gaslighting, remember, your inner peace is in your hands. The more you focus on rational thought, self-reflection, and virtuous living, the less power gaslighting will have over you. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more content on Stoic philosophy and personal resilience. Share this video with someone who needs this empowering perspective, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. How do you use Stoicism to rise above manipulation?